Welcome once again. We are now again continuing with the performance part of puppetry, and this time we're going to focus on where the head is. Where the head should be while they are speaking. And I find a lot of times watching people, especially new in puppetry, their puppet is talking like this, and it's really lovely, but it really, you're not sure exactly what you want to do. You don't know if the puppet's doing a Sears catalog layout, looking off into nowhere, and you're wondering, well, why are they looking at the ceiling and not down or at the camera? And so the important thing is, and you'll probably notice right away as soon as I get the puppet focused, now he looks like he's talking to you. Even though he could be talking to many people in the audience, because he'd be looking down at the audience if he was up high on a stage, and he'd be looking down where the people are. Again, you don't want your puppet to look over everybody's head, or up at the ceiling, or off to the side. You want them to talk to them, and maybe look around if he's looking for something, or might be looking up, or looking down. But you don't want the puppet to continuously talk, looking everywhere else but forward on the main speeches. So that's the key. For camera work, you've got to get your puppet focused, looking into the camera. When it comes to theater, it's more about knowing where your audience level is and adjusting accordingly. Most times, if you're doing theater or you've got a stage in front of you, most of the time the audience is lower, and you want to kind of adjust and learn about how much to adjust. You don't want the puppet always to be looking at the floor when the audience is further out and they're wondering why, again, the puppet's looking at the ground. You want it to look forward, and you want it to look right at the people as much as possible. And camera work, like I said, it's got to look into the camera like it's looking back at you. And that's why when you do camera work, you always have monitors or a screen to be able to see what you're doing, so that you know that the puppet is looking at the camera and focused. And when he looks away, bring it right back, and he's back focused. Look away, and he's back, and he's focused. And that's kind of how you do the focal point of the puppet with the eyes and the audience. Thank you. Are there any questions specifically on this topic? The eye focus towards camera and the audience. And the silence tells me no.